Hey y'all, it's been a while, but I'm so glad to be back, and I'm so glad that you're here to join me along today while I get a few things done. This video is kind of all over the place, but I did organize a little bit. I took Christmas down, I redecorated a few of my cabinets, and just got some stuff done around the house, and it feels so much less cluttered, and we're kind of back to like a base house. I don't know how to word that, but like my house is back to normal. The kids have been having their school break, and of course we all got the flu. That's how we always like to spend our time home. That's always how it works out with us. But here I'm just taking down all my Christmas stuff. Honestly, it wasn't like a ton of stuff, just a lot of little knickknacks here and there, and I really love them. It wasn't as cluttered as it has been in years past, but it feels so good to just put it all away. Of course, I can't do a video, I don't think, without doing dishes, because whenever the kids are home, I swear all they do is eat, make messes, and just dirty dishes. And don't forget, drink a bunch of water bottles and leave them around the house. And then whenever I'm like, hey y'all, whose water bottles? Nobody wants them. Nope. So I'll use them I drink them because I don't really care. I get all the germs anyway, and then I'll feed the plants with them. I'll give it to the dog. But yes, wasteful water is another thing that they do. Wasteful water, that doesn't really make sense, but waste water bottles. There we go. So now I wanted to go ahead and share with y'all my little devotion for the day. The Bible verse is Luke 16:10. Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Sometimes we think God only moves through big platforms, loud voices, or perfectly put together people. But so often he starts with something small, obedience in the ordinary. For me, that looks like showing up in my everyday life as a mom, cleaning my home, caring for my family, learning as I go, and recently saying yes to sharing that life online through YouTube. I don't have everything figured out. I'm not doing this because I feel qualified. I'm doing it because I feel called. God doesn't ask us to be perfect. He asks us to be willing. And when we offer Him our small yes, He can use it in ways we could never imagine. And then our little prayer is, Lord, help us trust You with the small steps. Teach us that obedience matters, even when it feels ordinary. Amen. So yeah, I just wanted to share that because I wanted to share and make a video, but I'm like, well, maybe it's just not the right time. The kids are out and this is going on and everything else. But Jesus literally tells us to go out and share the good news. And if I can do that while I'm doing my dishes and sharing a recipe and decluttering and organizing and help you feel His love and kindness and His goodness, then I think that's an amazing thing, and it should be done. So while my video may not be 100% aesthetic, you still see junk in the background, my house isn't perfect or anything like that. If you can just feel not alone for the little 30 minutes that you're here throughout the day, and just be reminded, even a little bit, that Jesus loves you. You're not alone. He made you. You are amazing. You can do amazing things. Being a mom is a really hard job, and he is here with us through all the hard moments on Christmas Eve whenever, you want everything to be perfect for Christmas and wake up and feel rested and like all that. He's with you in those really, really hard times. And sometimes it might not feel like it, but he really is. So I just hope that whenever you're here watching my videos, you feel like you're hanging out with a friend and that I'm with you. But y'all, I wanted to share this recipe with y'all, and everybody approved, and I even used bone broth in it just to get a little extra protein because this was like the day after everyone was kind of starting to get better. So you're going to go in with 3 cups of uncooked elbow pasta. I put the ingredients on the screen here, but you can screenshot it because I hate having to go back and rewatch the recipe or the, little portion of the YouTube video and then try to type it out or whatever. I used the shells, but the recipe calls for elbow, but use whatever you want. But 3 cups of uncooked pasta, 3 cups of chicken broth or bone broth for added protein, 2 cups of marinara sauce, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. It says 1 teaspoon of dry mustard, but I didn't have that. So I used just a little squirt of actual mustard. And then also, my brain could not let me do this. It says to do it. She said it worked out great. I trust her. I really do. But I just know that if Justin seen this or the kids seen this, they would be like, I'm not eating that. So I just cooked my hamburger meat and added it on top, and it was great. But technically, the recipe says that you can go on top of these shells and put the raw hamburger meat. But my brain I can't, because y'all know how much grease was in my hamburger meat and stuff. Like if I got a super lean one, then maybe. But sorry, I couldn't. And then also, your cooking time's gonna kind of depend on like if you're going in with raw hamburger meat, if you got cooked hamburger meat or what. But also, of course, you got to use the staples: salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. And then I cooked mine, I want to say it was at 425 for about 30 minutes and with the lid on, like with tinfoil over the top. And then I took my tinfoil off, and you go in and add 2 cups of shredded cheese. And it was kind of like a pizza tasting pasta with, extra protein. And like I said, it was great. Everybody approved of it. It was something a little different. My family doesn't really love like casseroles, food touching, stuff like that, because I don't like my food touching. So I always like separate everything and make sure it's not touching on their plate. But it was really good. everybody has their own way of like getting all the grease out of their hamburger meat. I like to drain it, but then also not, because that creates more dishes. This is very wasteful because you probably use like 10 paper towels, but it's kind of like the least mess making way to do it. And I don't have more dishes and stuff like that. But yeah, this hamburger meat from this particular store always has a whole lot of fat, which I gotta get out. So this would have all been in the pasta, which is why I was like, I can't do that. But y'all let me know, like, how did your Christmas go? Was it great? Did you get anything fun? What was like the best thing you got your kids? All the things, because I got the baby a lot of things that, like, she loves all the things, but she kind of needs help with a lot of them, and they're kind of aggravating, if that makes sense. She loves toys that she kind of has to think at. So she got these little houses with like keys, and you unlock it and there's like a little animal in it. And she loves it, but I have to help her. And then sometimes she don't really want me to help her. She wants to do it herself, but she can't do it herself. So that's always fun because she's in that like I do it myself stage. She'll be 3 in March. So that is great for me. Also, with it being New Year's almost, do y'all have any fun plans for that? Me and the kids are gonna stay up. We're gonna do pizza and wings and stay up and play board games and stuff like that. And then also, I want to do it today, but we'll see if time permits. But I never really make a vision board, and I really want to do that this year. I have tons of like magazines and stuff like that, and we're just going to go and cut out all of our, goals or plans for the new year, and we'll see how that goes. I actually created me like a little desk area because I love to, I stay at home, but I love to plan and like organize and like plan our meals, and I got to plan all the schedules and like, sports and school stuff and all that. So it's nice to have a little area for me in the bedroom. I would like for it to be an office, but there's kind of just no room in there right now for all the stuff that we already have. My daughter got a 3D printer for Christmas, so that's been really fun for her to make new things. She made her like crochet needles and all kind of fun stuff, and little fidgets and stuff like that. So that's been a really cool Christmas gift that we got, or she got, but everybody's kind of getting enjoyment out of it. But I'm really excited for the new year. I always, make the normal goals and somehow along the year I'll kind of fall off here and there, and I'll always kind of pick back up and let it go again. But, with kids, it's just hard sometimes. But, of course, all the normal, like be healthier, go to the gym more consistently, which I was really good there for a long time. But then sicknesses happened, and the baby had to miss school and Christmas and Thanksgiving and just all the things. So I'm really hoping to get back into the gym come the new year once they all go back to school, and that will be great. Y'all, this is one of my new favorite things for leftovers because I used hamburger meat in that dish, and the package was 2.5 pounds, and you're supposed to use, I don't know, like a pound or so, but I don't really know. I just sprinkled it until it looked right, you know what I mean? And all the leftover hamburger meat, all I do is I freeze it, and then next time if we need spaghetti on a quick night or tacos or even just that hamburger meat with some soy sauce and brown sugar, put it on rice and make some broccoli in the microwave real quick. Y'all, that is the best. We even had steak for not New Year's. Lord, New Year's has not happened yet. Christmas Eve, we had steak, and we didn't eat it all. And I cut it up in little strips, and I put it in a freezer bag, and then I can have that for meal prep one day. I love this thing. Also, for Christmas dinner, we had a ham, like a huge ham. And the kids don't eat that much ham and stuff like that. So I want to say I froze 4 bags of it. I froze 2 diced for like breakfasts, I would think. And then I froze like 2 bags of it sliced so that I can have it for breakfast. Or I don't know why, but I would like my ham more of a slice if I'm making like like lima beans and ham with like not corn. Lord help me, I'm tired. I need a nap, y'all. Rice and cornbread. That to me is like a full meal, right? Lima beans and ham, rice and cornbread. But Justin doesn't think so. So I need to make like fried pork chops or something with it. That sounds really good for New Year's. I'm gonna make the typical things like collard greens. I always make tomatoes and rice, cornbread, and what else do you have to have for New Year's dinner? I can't really think, but those are the main things that I make for New Year's. And I don't really do it for like a good luck or money thing. I honestly kind of just do it just tradition, I guess. Like, I don't think eating collard greens is going to bring me money. Because if Jesus wants to bring me money, then guess what? I'm going to have money. You know what I mean? I trust in the Lord and lean not on my own understanding, but on His. But y'all, let me know, what is one of your favorite things that has happened throughout the year 2025? Or maybe even the thing that like you're most proud of, or just like a most memorable moment. Whether you had a baby, or you took a great trip, you got closer to Jesus, you achieved a really big goal. Like, what is it? I would have to sit down and really think, but I do think that I have just, Lord, I can't talk, grown so much closer to God, and have really been leaning on Him instead of like my own. I want to do better next year, number one, with reading the Bible every day. And even if I don't like read through the Bible, the whole Bible, I really want to like work towards that. Okay, I know that, I'm going to have sick kids. I'm going to have busy days. Like, things are going to come up. And I'm probably going to, miss a day here or there. But I really want to read through the Bible. And y'all, I don't know if y'all are like me. I have this problem. Of course, most of the time when I'm cleaning, I'm busy. I'm cooking. I'm doing like 77 things at one time. So under the sink is one of these spots that it ends up like this. It's going to be like this probably again in another month or so. I mean, between just cleaning supplies and all the things. But y'all, I even found a baby doll under here, and it made me laugh. I don't know what happened, how she ended up down here, but oh, kids, man, kids. But yeah, I really want to read through the Bible. I really want to be consistent with going to the gym and get back into that routine. I'm honestly pretty happy at my weight, but I just know that I feel so much better mentally and physically whenever I am consistently working out. I just feel more productive, and I love it. It makes my body feel so strong. I just love it. But also, this spray that I spray under here, it's like a natural lemon spray. So after I use lemons, or I don't remember if they were used or not. I want to say they were not used. So like if I made lemonade or a marinade or whatever, I would just keep my lemon peels. I would put them in vinegar. I'd soak the lemon peels for however long, girl, a month, a year, whatever, and then pour it in a bottle, and you have your own like natural lemon vinegar spray. And it's strong. It smells like vinegar, but it has that teeny tiny smell of lemon. But here it is, pretty much completed. All I have to do is put the rags back after I organize those. And here we're going to wipe down my little cabinet and then dust, and then we're going to redecorate, or kind of rearrange the things that this is the stuff that I pretty much leave up like all year until like honestly fall. If I get new decorations throughout the year, I'll just kind of pop them here and there. And most of the decorations that I have are kind of special and hodgepodgey. Of course, it's not perfect. I want more decorations and stuff like that, but I just have to find, the right thing. I'm really trying to not get stuff like just because I think it's cute. If I don't really love it and really think that I'll keep it pretty much forever, I don't really get anything. That's why most of my stuff is pictures, which I wish matched a lot more because what are we even doing here? I just realized we got black, brown, white. Yep, we got all the colors, which is great. That is great. I need to get more pictures printed. I actually took some not too long ago of the kids and I, and they turned out really, really good. I just need to print them and put them in frames, but I have yet to do that. But yeah, I guess at this point, leading into January, a lot of people will have winter decorations. But here in Georgia, I just do Christmas because we don't really have too much of a winter. I say that it did snow here last year, which was great. It lasted a little too long. It was up. Is that how you say it? It was up or it was down because it was on the ground. I don't really know. But we had snow for at least 5 days, I want to say. And I mean, we had fun in it, don't get me wrong, but it was a bit much. Every day the kids are not every day, multiple times a day, the kids would want to go out and play in it, but we don't have gloves and winter coats really, because I say that, I'm just kidding. We have gloves, but of course, the kids lose them because they, play with them and stuff like that. this is always one of the funniest things to me. Y'all, I hit this thing like 27 times. I'm not even lying. And then it finally comes out, and every single time I'm filling up my little soap dispenser, I always get soap like all over the counter, and it's just a mess. Of course, my daughter Izzy wanted to be in the video at this point. She's like, I want to spray it. I'm like, no, it's a bleach. You cannot spray it. Be done messed around and got it in her eyeballs or something. But y'all, if you stayed for this portion, here she is helping out again. If you stayed this far in the video, I'm so glad that you're here. I really hope that you got something from the video, even if it's just random chit-chattiness from me, knowing that God loves you and He created us all to be here and share His word and to share His love and His kindness and His grace and His mercies. They're new every single day, which is a great thing, because some days are hard, y'all. I don't want to come on here and make it seem like I think I'm perfect and, that anything like that. Because God loves you just as much as He loves me. We're all blessed in so many ways. Whenever you really just stop and just think of your blessings, it's amazing. I do feel like, I'm making some big goals and dreams for the year 2026, but most of it is just to honor God and glorify Him through all that I do, and just be the best version of myself inside and out, and to really honor my body and my kids, and even, make them be more intentional with their time and to really spend time with God. I seen this one little thing. It's like the 5-5-5, 5 minutes of prayer, 5 minutes of worship, and 5 minutes of, what was it? I'm pretty sure it was 5 minutes of gratitude. So just talking about things you're thankful for. And I think that that's something really achievable that me and the kids can do. And something even on the way to school or on the way home from school or right at dinner, even stuff like that. I think it would be something really good for our family. So yeah, I'm thinking today we're going to have time to really make a little vision board, goal board, things like that. And I'm going to set it up on my desk. That way I can look at it every day and really just think about my goals and things like that. I'm also really excited just, for organizing and decluttering. I love to get rid of things. I don't know why. It just eases my mind, and I just love a clear, clean space. I know it may not look like that from looking at all the junk around the house, but I really do. And I'm just excited to take y'all along the journey with me to clean and organize my house, and just, I always say get my life under control, or get my life. What do I say? Hold on a minute. Let me think. Yeah, I'm just getting my life together. That's what I say. Justin heard me say that one day. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's really not that serious. It's just a thing that I feel like moms say it. A friend of mine, she says it all the time. Today I'm going to get my life together. So if y'all are excited to get your life together, then I'm so glad that you're here with me. Y'all let me know. What do you want to see next? Organizing, cleaning. One day, I pray that one day this year I can have my attic clean and organized, and also all of my paperwork and bills, and I have a stack probably as tall as Paisley. I'm not lying. I am kind of a little bit, but y'all, it's a lot of paperwork. And I just get stuff and just put it in a pile and put it in the pile, and it just gets higher and higher, and I'm always okay, I really need to do that. But there's always so much other things to do, you know what I mean? Because, of course, we got to do the dishes, we got to do laundry, we have to cook, we have to eat dinner, we have to do the school things. And then, in the extra time, it's okay, these toys are driving me crazy, so I do that. And then the bills and, all the paperwork just keeps piling up. And since you have it out of sight, it's it doesn't really bother me that much until I see it. And then I'm yeah, I really should do that. And in the past, I've actually just been like, okay, I'm going to set a timer for like 5 minutes and just, 5 minutes a day, because that adds up, y'all. Even if you're doing 3 minutes a day, it does not matter. Whatever it is, just set a little timer. I'm telling y'all, but I'm telling me also. I promise. I do need help from y'all, okay? I love this refrigerator. This black part, which is, I don't know what it's called. I don't know the material, but it never ever looks clean. Like, no matter what I do. I don't know if you should use a multi-surface spray on it. Here, I'm using a stainless steel cleaner spray and just wiping it, but my arms hurt. This is how you know I'm out of shape and I have not been working out. From wiping this, y'all, my arms hurt so bad. You'll see whenever I'm done wiping it, I'm just like hanging my arms in there because they hurt so bad. But yeah, this refrigerator gets so dirty, and I try to wipe it down every couple of days, but I swear it's just like a dang magnet. Every time you walk by it, you want to touch it, and it doesn't help that, we opened it 79 times a day. But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here, and I cannot wait to see y'all in the next one. Y'all don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. And y'all let me know, like, your New Year's plans, resolutions, goals, anything you're excited about coming up in the new year. I really want to read the Bible in a year. That's like my number one, like, read the Bible every day. Even if I don't complete it, I promise. We should do it together and do a plan on the Bible app, because there, like, you can check it off. You can do it with friends. Y'all let me know if you're interested in that. You can comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to share it with a friend and like and subscribe and do all the things. And I can't wait to see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.